Chief.
Well, Paul Harrigan and Mark Carroll, they're a couple
Christmas
of...
Carol.
Christmas Carol, they're a couple of old firebrands who hate each other's guts. Bonded, of course, in the sense that my enemy's enemy is my friend.
Well, that's peace all over.
That's peace all over. They hate each other's guts. But I think they'll bury the hatchet for this. But they are known firebrands.
Right. Well, you've got Nick Kosef, mad as a cut snake. You've got Mad Dog Muir, it's all said in his name. You've got Pig Iron Bob Menzies there, who just loved to get out a bit of steel.
Well, he
out of
has
shorts.
gone a little bit feral in the last
couple of matches. He's taken a few hits. And Spuddy Carroll, make no mistake, he's ready to go off.
Yeah.
The Johns boy, though, coming in for his first match of league ever does worry me slightly. I don't think he's played all this year. In fact, I can't ever recall him ever turning out in shorts.
I think he's about half a game he's had.
Half a game.
Yeah, but he played quite well in that half game.
Now,
I guess they're relying on his experience.
I think true. The war of words continued so much so that Craig Smith said he'd be prepared to take them all on himself. I think this was a late-breaking story concerning the Blues pack.
Right.
The Smithy thinks he can take them all on himself. Now, is that the way it's going to turn out? And let Billy Moore, Gary Larson, Neil Tierney
just stand back,
Jeff
style,
and follow the play.
Yeah. Well, I'd certainly like to see Craig Smith take on them all. I think that'd be interesting television, an interesting radio, an interesting rugby league, interesting for those there, interesting theatre. It's unlikely to happen. I think Craig Smith is powder. I think the Goddard kiddie is... but has been found wanting in days gone by. There are no big raps on Tierney in terms of fisticuffs or ability or heart or head. Larson, well, we've seen that hound before.
Certainly
we didn't like it all that much. Billy Moore, well, less said about Billy the more, the better. Bartram, well, they call him Pretty Boy Bartram. Playboy Bartram. Playboy Bartram. You know, don't touch my head. Don't touch my head, Bartram. You know, pinch me anywhere but on my face. Well, he's crying out for a bit of a massage, isn't he?
He certainly is.
They're all crying out. They've all got that hit me look about it. The whole Maroon lineup. You know, he's picked... The funny bloke has picked blokes who everyone wants to hit.
And probably that'll happen.
Probably that will happen.
Roy, I think the interesting thing tonight is tactics. You've got Betty Aiken there in the six.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of talk about running at Ben. You know, you get these...
well, he's defensive suspect.
Indeed. You tease him Terry Hills, the
hair puller. The hair puller will run at him.
The hair puller will have a go. And, of course, you've got the cough drop there having a go at him as well. Now, is that going to be the weak link in that lineup, that Maroon lineup, or is the whole thing weak?
The whole thing. No, it isn't. It isn't weak. The custodian O'Davis is safe as houses, safe under a bomb and safe in defence.
The grassy old Dallas boy.
The Dallas boy is suspect in defence. You've got to say that. I mean, he's nippy. The Coit is a solid. Look, he was solid a couple of years ago.
He's suspect in defence.
He's suspect these days.
Yeah. I've left out Matty Singh there.
Matty Singh is quite good defender.
Yeah, good defender.
If he's on the job.
Yeah, suspect though if he goes to sleep.
But suspect if he goes to sleep.
Ball.
Yeah. If he's not interested, he can stand outside a game and watch it, Matty Singh, while out there wearing shorts. He's that sort of player.
He's
hot and cold, he's a tap.
Yeah. Now, listen, I tell you the person in this whole lineup, and we've got to talk about the number 5 here. In this whole lineup of both sides, the person I hate most is Danny Moore.
Danny Moore. He's, I think, the most loathed rugby league player
ever
since Chickamore. All those years ago.
God,
Brian Chickamore.
That is a big rap.
He is an unlikable sort of bloke, isn't he? Unlikable in his attitude. Yes. Off the paddock, you couldn't meet a nice bloke.
No, of course you couldn't.
He's an absolute ambassador for everything nice.
If you're doing crazy paving, he's the first there with the spirit level.
Yeah. But get him on the paddock and you just hate him. You just hate them all, don't you? I mean, and I'm trying to be objective about this. I mean, there are a lot of blokes on the Blues side I hate too.
But of course,
on the Maroons, bloody hell, they've got a hateful lineup, haven't they?
Look, I can tell you that I hate Carol Menzies, Kosef, Tuvey, and Terry Hill, the hair puller, and I bet you can tell me
he's
why.
the number one bloke I'd hate, Terry Hill.
Yeah, but you can tell me why I'm single those out, can't you?
Well, the Manly connection.
Yeah, the Manly
because you hate
connection.
Bozo.
Well, I hate Bozo.
Well, I hate Bozo. Yeah. Everyone hates Bozo.
Yeah, true. Now, look, can I just get your thoughts?
Well, let's see. Brasher, he's pretty solid in defence and attack. Wishart found wanton.
He's hopeless
He
in
can't
defence.
tackle and he can't catch a ball.
Suspect in defence.
Terry
Hill can only
pull. And I don't know.
Paul McGregor's having...
Don't know if there's much out there to pull these days in terms of hair. You've got Paul McGregor. Well,
he's having the fluid drained off his knee as we speak.
Yeah.
I mean, he's totally
Well, he's been found wanting lately.
Jamie Ainscough. This is a bit of a theatre.
Oh, look at this.
This is squirting the cockroaches.
Oh, that old one.
Oh, that's fantastic. They're going back to tradition, aren't they, Roy?
Yeah.
They're going back to tradition.
Funny?
I think it'll be a biff night here, and I'm looking forward to it because it's played for peace.
That had Rick Birch written all over it too, didn't it? For those who didn't have the pictures, it was a couple of kiddies dressed as
fatty,
as blues, and they had cockroach heads, and then you had a fatty, funny man lookalike go out with a spray can, spray them, and then out of a barrel, seemed to me, pulled a maroon player. Very funny.
Very funny. Very, very funny.
Very funny.
And very much a part of
very footy show.
Very footy show, yeah. Roy, as we see the Blues coming here to shake hands with, or meet the coach for the first time ever.
Yeah.
This is just a few minutes ago. Once they got off the bus, they were able to meet the coach.
No, here's Carol. Just late as usual.
Now, listen, can I just ask a question about the passion in the game? I mean, Phil Gould's position is that there's no passion in Super League. All the passion has remained with the ARL. Will it be a passionate occasion tonight?
Well, I think everyone's hoping it's going to be passionate, HG.
Here's the hair puller.
Everyone's hoping that there will be hair pulled, that there will be a few fists flying, just for the theatre.
Yeah.
Just for the theatre, just for all lang syne, just for old time's sake, just for all those players who've come and gone in days gone by. Some have left us, some are still here, Dud Beatty. For all, Wicks and Vidmar. For all those old great players of days gone by, Chook Raper, I know you're listening, Chook, howdy doody fella. For all those old players to go out there and do it for them, playing the way they did.
Can I just send a very big cheerio to Sam Newman too? Look, he was run over on the weekend in mysterious circumstances, and I know he's in hospital there and he will be listening. Sam, we're thinking of you, and we're dedicating part of the Peace Nick process tonight.
Could we dedicate the first half to Sam Newman?
That's a beautiful gesture, Roy.
Wouldn't that be nice? And the second half to world peace.
I think that's got him in the right order. Is that all right? I think that's wonderful. That's certainly got our priorities right here tonight.
Look
Sam,
at these drills.
This first half is for you, and the second half is for, the expression of give peace a chance.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Give peace a chance.
You're listening to State of Origin on Triple J. This might look like war, but we are on the path to peace.
Roy, welcome back.
Sorry, actually, Tommy's telling this very funny story of when he trod in the poo. Remember that one?
Isn't that a beauty?
You know that story? I walked up to it. I didn't realise what it was. All of a sudden, I stopped in it. And I said to the missus, look what I've done. When I trod on the carpet.
Look, Tommy tonight is coaching with two slabs on board.
Yeah.
He's never done it before, and he thinks it's going to bring something different to the match. This is the last.
He's telling it again.
look,
tell us that story again.
He's really loading up now. He's got one in each hand. He realises kickoff is only a couple of minutes away, and so he's got to get these last two.
What about the time you trod in the poo? Tell us again.
Yeah. There we go. It's so many gags. And I must say, I was impressed with some commentary from the hair puller.
Yeah, because he just had the carpet put in. The missus had just had the new carpet. It was a lovely broad loom. Off he goes. Lovely. They're a bit more focused here, aren't they? Apart from the Johns kitty.
Well, this is after the match. People forget that. Now here's the hair puller talking about Tommy. He says he knows so much about the game and he's such a character. We had a lot of fun in our first few days together, but now he's got us knuckling down to business. After the first few days, he told us it's time to pull your horns in, and everyone copped the tip. That's teasing. Isn't that a beautiful rap?
Was that on his Over the Hill column, or was that from another column?
That's written by Sheriff Hollis.
Yeah, Brian Hollis, the sheriff.
Hollis. And that appeared in the Manly, the Sea Eagles News in the Over the Hill
Isn't it good
column.
that people are getting a look at the human side of Tommy?
the foot in the poo side of Tommy.
Yeah, the real Tommy. And here, speaking of characters, Gus Gould.
Oh, isn't he a funny bloke, Gus?
Howdy, Gus.
He's a very entertaining bloke with his columns about how there's no passion in rugby league.
You see Gus Gould on television, he seems very cold and aloof. In real life, he's nothing like that. You couldn't meet a more engaging, lively, funnier sort of fellow. He is sort of the poo that Tommy trod in many ways, isn't he? You know what I mean?
Well, the peace poo.
The peace poo.
Can I just say, Roy, that Fatty tonight, Teehee, they're playing in the local TAB here. Teehee wanted this match played in the original jumpers. Unfortunately, that hasn't been agreed to. As you can see, there's quite a variety of jumpers the Blues will be playing in, largely because there weren't enough made to go around. But I think Tommy was keen to get out the jumpers played that were used in 1986. 11 years on. Could that work as a... Because let's face it, the Queensland thing is all about tradition. It's all about peace. It's all about playing for your state. It's all about being part of Queensland. The New South Wales thing is very much Johnny-come-lately. Yeah. Sure, it's played for peace as well.
Bring whatever you like.
Bring whatever you like. Turn up in whatever you've got and we'll have a go. You know. Now, could this have worked that in 1986, there's something about 1997, which is like 1986, that Teehee wanted to lure out, eke out of the players?
You mean it was like 11 years ago. Any other likenesses apart from that? Not really.
No,
except it was a Wednesday night and there was a game of footy on. Look, I think there's something for that, something to be said about that. I'd have liked the players from 1986 to be here tonight and to have brought their old Guernseys, still ripped and with blood on them, you know, Crimea War style, and their bandages from that game, and have the players wear them. Now, that's the sort of tradition that I think people would like to see.
Well,
I don't like the new blue Guernsey. I think it's silly. To me, it's for just rank commercial purposes.
Yes. To sell a few to the
kiddies. But kiddies aren't going to want to wear that rubbish.
Indeed.
Kiddies want tradition these days. You know, gone are the days when kiddies just want something new. Kiddies want something old. They want something. Kids are looking for something to believe in.
Yeah.
And if they can't believe in the strength of a blue rugby league Guernsey these days, what can they believe in?
Nothing.
It's one of the last few remaining icons left in the world, left in their world as they see it. You know, if you're born in blue territory, that's the one thing that keeps luring at you, keeps coming at you. That's the one thing you see. You see a blue Guernsey, a blue, perfectly blue, sky blue Guernsey with no rubbish on it.
With a bit of collar.
With a bit of a collar. With no rubbish on it. Pure, beautiful. Beautiful. Complete.
Yeah,
and now somebody's bugging it up. Now they don't know what to believe in.
Well, look, I'd put it to you that the reason why Adrian Lamb is playing in the maroon was when he was in Papua New Guinea, he saw the maroon jumper. Yeah. And he said, you know, bugger me,
I'd love to wear one of those.
I'd love to wear one of those.
Of course.
Now, that's not going on anymore.
No.
People are just rolling up in whatever they bloody well like. How do they expect peace to break out?
Yes.
I also think, Roy, that we should stress again that given that the National Rugby League Network has been unable to get the pictures happening at the same time as our sound commentary, we can only apologise for this.
In some parts of the world.
In some parts of the rugby league world. We can only apologise for this. Yeah. We are hoping that when peace breaks out, that this thing will be the first thing solved. Yeah. We believe that the Rugby League Channel owes it to the people of Australia to provide accurate and informed and timely pictures, and can only once again apologise for the non-syncing of radio and picture in some parts of the world. Having said that, can I remind people also that This Sporting Life is on Triple J this Sunday in its regular Sunday afternoon time slot. We'll be back at Suncorp in a moment.
You're listening to State of Origin on Triple J. Bozo, we hate your guts, but we love your efforts for peace.
Can I also say right at the top of the coverage, and we're doing a few, Sam, this first half, that we would hate to think our coverage tonight suggested that we supported either side in the warring, feuding, ongoing struggle of rugby league.
We couldn't care less who won.
Indeed. We don't care who wins. We're just doing this because we think the ARL at the moment, especially with the Melbourne match coming up, is going to be I
think that's a fair call.
Yes,
I think that's a fair. Look at those pictures. Well, people have to know.
Magnificent.
You know, there's that wonderful film, you know, They Will Come.
If we build the field.
If we build the field. Field of Dreams. Isn't this a field of dreams? This is a field of Tommy's dreams.
And people forget that only last Sunday, this stadium, Suncorp, was chock-a-block full of people watching the game of
soccer.
Yeah. And now they've backed up. Yeah. So many people have come down from all parts of Brisbane to come and have a look at a game of rugby league. Yeah. That's what peace is doing. That's what peace is doing.
That's what peace is doing, isn't it? And well, I just saw the Singh kitty there. Wouldn't it be good if Matty Singh scored 4 or 5 tries tonight? You'd see in the paper tomorrow in the Courier Mail something to sing about.
Or sing on song.
Sing on song. Yeah. You know, something like that.
And here come the Maroons out. There's Larson.
Oh, Billy's pumped up.
Oh, Billy's pumped up from the Bartram. Pinch him anywhere but the face. Now the back line. There's Tierney coming out. The Coit. The grassy knoll. There's the one I hate. Danny Miller. And out they run to this tremendous. Just listen to the crowd. That is a rugby league crowd.
Isn't that great?
That's a knowledgeable rugby league crowd of probably 3,000 or 4,000.
Yeah, it's good.
Look at there's most of them. They're herded together for the purposes of pictures. And it's a tremendous night now. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. The far side there in the number 11. And I take your point. Look at this jumper here. How can we have hope in this world when the rugby league, the New South Wales Rugby League, that is the ARL New South Wales Rugby League, turn aside out in this gawkish attempt to cash in on everything that Rupert Murdoch stands for.
I agree. I mean, it is such an awkward design, HG. I mean, the design should flatter players. Instead, it just makes them look like fat idiots, doesn't it? Look at that line just under the shoulder there going across. Makes him look high-waisted and fat.
Well, here's a man who's embarrassed. He's yawning already, and he's just tried to put the jaw back into place. Yeah. That's, of course, there's Wishart. Never done much.
Looks like McGregor.
Hasn't McGregor bulked up?
He has.
Or is that the shaved head?
No, he's been working on the bullwalker, I think. He has.
And now
Kelvin Jeffs gave it to him years
I think
ago.
we've got the crowd introductions now, and they're going to introduce every member here individually.
Hasn't Rick Burke's done well?
And I think we might be crossing over to the anthem just about now.
Becomes a man, he must do the best he can to live his life and find his childhood dream. I've had the good times and the bad, but the biggest break I've had was when I found that girl that thought of only me. Thank you for your smile.
Well, what a magnificent reading of the national anthem tonight. I think that's the best rendition we've ever heard of a national anthem at a rugby league match.
It worries me when Billy Moore's doing all the talking in the Blues circle. Well, it's like listening to Billy Moore the first thing before the whistle goes.
Indeed. And now we haven't cited Kelvin Jeffs, but I assume he's arriving just now and putting on the boots. Yeah. He's a man.
I think this is all we are going to see of him.
He's a funny man here. Look at how funny he is. He just gave us a bit of a kiss. Thanks very much, Fatty. He's obviously totally focused. Here's Kelvin now with the ball. Is that Kelvin just walking across the screen? There's Tees and Terry.
Yeah, pull the hair, fella.
Yeah, give it a go. Yeah, he just left it alone there. It was so hot he couldn't touch it. And he looks very, very pumped up. And, of course, he sacrificed his right wing side. There's Kelvin. Doesn't Kelvin look fit?
Kelvin looks very good,
He looks very pumped up for a game.
Come on, Kelvin, get him going. Kelvin's about to get him going.
I think the term is double him up. Yes. Here's a moment in history in the silk. The man in the silk there with FAI written on him is Kelvin Jeffs. And we're underway in State of Origin number 1. Maroons kick off deep into blue territory. And away they come now on the Blues there. Busting it up now is the Christmas handshake man, Spuddy Carroll. Spuddy gets a beautiful run up with about 20 metres away from the try line of the DMZ. And remember, tonight we're playing for Sam Newman and peace, ladies and gentlemen. There's peace at your place and peace at our place and peace in the world tonight after this match. And away it comes to Big Iron Bob Menzies, who's beautiful defence. There's going to be a lot of defence tonight, right?
I don't know where the stink is, though. This seems tame.
Indeed it does. Has Jeffs had anything to do yet?
No, Jeffs has had nothing to do. Well, they haven't called on Jeffs.
Why don't we get Jeffs involved? I think Jeffs... here's a kick early. It goes round to the kid who's never played before and he gets it onto the toe. It's down about... lobs up in about the 40-metre line, 30-metre line.
There's going to be a stink. It should be soon.
And now they've got to bust him up now. It's a bit... Jeffs should be in there.
Where's Jeffs?
Here we go.
Where's Jeffs?
Nice played away. Defused by the grassy knoll. The grassy knoll skirts down the sideline. He gets away from one, bundle him into touch. They knock him over there. And it looks to me as though the cough drop is getting very involved, very heated, very early. Here's a man with some cricket pads on playing out there who's knocked back right on the 50-metre line.
Right back. That was a big hit.
50-metre line. Back it comes to the far side. The far side goes away from the card table. And there, here's the far side involved now. Gee, he moves around a lot, doesn't he? I think that might be Craig Smith, actually. I've got it right. Away it goes. Now they've got a chance to bust him out wide. Here they go. Running with the ball. He's taken it. Beautiful work there by the kid.
And stomped on the hand. That would have hurt.
No defence there at all from the Blues as the ball comes away towards the card table. This side is gone to the air with Lamb getting it up. Adrian Lamb roosts it into the... it's taken over. Dim Brasher runs it dead.
Brasher did well.
And then he brings it back to the...
He could have actually let it go, but he didn't. He elected to catch it. And we're going to have the start from the 20-metre line.
And Jeffs runs in. Jeffs has got it.
Jeffs, you weak idiot!
You've got to wear more vanishing cream, Jeffs. You're intruding too much. Just remember, it's a game of rugby league. There's no great secrets here. Simple men with a simple philosophy, playing for peace and Sammy Newman. Away comes to Teeves. Teeves looks wide for a bit of a runner. He's found somebody there on the burst there. Looks like Adam Muir, Mad Dog Muir. Knocked over there, with about 15 metres to go to the halfway. Up it comes now, and on they go again. They've got a bit of a yardage there. Is that...
That's Harrigan, by the
Harrigan, he's lost a bit of weight. Or is it just the jumper making him look so svelte?
He's
Spuddy Carroll, the Christmas man. He takes 2 Maroons to knock him over. He's into Maroon territory, though, by about 5 metres. Way it comes to Teeves. Teeves goes around towards the card table side. Onto the toe it goes.
It's a planned move.
And it's obviously paying off.
Yep.
It's paying off for Tommy Raudonikis. That's a West special, that one. A Tommy Raudonikis special. A tomato special. Here's the big O running it back. He's made 15 metres. They knock him over. Oh, that was very hard. Very
former teammate.
Yes, indeed. He knew the weakness there.
Yeah.
Knew the weakness, and here's a bloke
hit him
with
in the head with his shoulder, and he's going to go down.
And we've got a change here. McGregor's off already, and Kenny McGuinness from the Western Suburbs
McGregor hurt himself in that tackle earlier on, actually, in the first set that the Maroons had.
I missed that one.
Yeah,
and he'll get up early. And now I think it's
holding down the tackle.
Right. I thought they were allowed to do that more in your own style.
Yeah, it's just in the mind of Jeffs.
Yeah, let's have a look
at
this.
I didn't see anything in this. I didn't think he was being held. There wasn't a second tackle there from mine. Bit of a face massage, nothing in that.
And so we get a restart on about the 40-metre line.
I think the crowd might have influenced Jeffs,
yeah,
the 4 people that are there.
Indeed, Jeffs is very suspect to, obviously crowd, persuasion. Away it comes across now. The Maroons have got a bit of a run on here. Looks like Larson with the ball.
It might be Tierney, I think.
Tierney.
Yeah, isn't that Tierney?
No, it's Smith, I think, actually, there. Yep. Smith, number 8.
Number 8.
Back it comes the other side. Now they're looking for runners on the card table side of the park here. Jeepers creepers. Tees and Terry got up in the hair department, still pulling and tugging and reefing at the pubes. And away he goes on the outside. Oh,
that's the Coit.
That's the Coit there. 11, though, is Pig Iron Bob. Here it comes. I thought touch forward there for mine, but I'll let it go because Jeff's is warming up. Here's more is less. Or is this the other more?
Who's going to kick here?
Mr. Hated. Here goes the Papua New Guinea boy.
Pressure on Brasher.
And now there's a good chance here for something to happen, but beautiful take. Beautiful take.
Yes, walking backwards.
And so very, very good defence by the Maroons there to...
yes, but there was no coverage for Brasher. He's annoyed his teammates there. He wasn't given any protection whatsoever. He was left alone.
Right down there, as we see. We've played just about 5 minutes of this one. Roy, tactics so far?
Tactics so far is simply for Maroons to get field advantage and put the boot up and hope something happens.
Right, so they're going to bomb away all night.
They're going to bomb away all night.
Yeah, because they haven't got much idea in the side of the 25.
I would have been running on the 6th and let Icon's ball skills do something.
Well, he's got so many ball skills.
So many options.
A knock on. Oh,
one to go on with Tierney.
And of course, a man who sees the laughing matter in everything, unable to grin at that one. But I thought this is very bad here. Obviously, knock on.
Yes,
and have a look at this.
Yes, that's Tierney. Note on our board, HG, we've got Smith at number 8. In fact, it's Tierney, so Smith will be wearing 10.
Right. Thanks very much, Roy. The numbers, yes, Tierney is at 8.
Yeah. He was announced at 8 earlier in the day.
Right.
Sorry, that is Smith was, but it's Tierney.
Tierney. Right, this is 8, rhymes with date. That's the Tierney story. And now, after that scrum, away it comes now with the Blues in possession about 40 metres from the
one in the eye, by the looks of it.
They're just starting to get a bit of a wriggle on. And now inside the 10. So they inside the 10 now. Now, this is poor play by the Maroons here. They should need to toughen up in the suspect in defence.
Yeah. Someone should be called out here. Is someone going to be called out?
No, it's just a...
Yeah, is there going to be a report from the touch judge? Because we saw something go in the eye there. No, get on with it. All right.
That's the Jeff style.
Yep.
Well, how do you...
He doesn't listen.
No, how are you assessing the Jeffs, apart from he's entirely deaf?
Jeffs has been very quiet so far. I'm hoping he work himself into the game.
He might get hungry in the end and look for work. Away come the Blues now with a bit of a run on. Spurt on. Is that Harrigan again?
He's worming. He's got those worming techniques since he had the headaches.
He's got the headaches and they've steamed him up. Good defence there from Larson. Knocking over the Blues there. Up they come. And away go the Blues now. Looking for about 4th or 5th tackle here. Away comes now. They're finding a break there. The Johns boy. I think the Johns has played too much. He should be off by 10 minutes for mine.
Now we're going to see that roost here from Tuvey?
No. Away it goes on the far side. There's the doctor's feet, I think. There, see those doctor's feet? Skills! Now pounce on him the Blues and they knock him up about 5 minutes from the line. That's Kenny McGuinness on because Mary McGregor got knocked over and unfortunately he's out of the match, I'd say. Yeah. He was off so early. Unless they give him an injection. Oh, look at the jumper. Look at those skills. They jump at him. They could have been
penalised for jumping. It was the ball, Kenny, that was jumping.
Ah, look at that.
Don't talk back, Harrigan. You're not captain.
Now, look at this. Let's have a look at this. This is Moore, the most hated player in rugby league.
I didn't see anything wrong with this.
No, it's
jumping
perfect.
That's
jumping
legitimate.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. And they're obviously... they made a bit
of a game. It's an attractive feature of the game. I mean, if you're going to stamp out jumping, you might as well stamp out the game.
Might as well stop now and stop peace. Now, here we go. He's trying to unload. Good defence there from the Blues, going in hard and knocking over that maroon kitty with the jumper on. By it comes to Larson. He runs up. Well, it might be Tierney, actually, with the ball. Tierney with the ball.
He's low to the ground, isn't he, Tierney?
Very low to the ground. Hardly any thigh.
Lowered for speed.
Well, he's just got his bum joined under his knees.
Yeah.
So look, it's a very attractive look. And at the moment, if you just joined us 0-0, and we're playing for Sam Newman and Peace. And away it comes now with Larson again, getting a bit of run.
Larson looking for support. Not that he could have passed it for anyone, but he looks anyway.
They're making hard work here, but they're obviously probing, I think is the term at the moment. Yeah. Probing as we go forward now. A bit of a kick downfield, and here come the Blues. There's Brasher on his bike. Look at this boy. He can go anywhere. Oh, he's a multi-millionaire.
He's got a good fend, hasn't he? He's got a good fend these days.
Beautifully
Ball was all over him.
Yeah, and he's another penalty.
More in trouble.
Oh, yes, the most hated man in rugby league. Have a look at him and jeer. That bloke there. Boo! If obviously we could turn this into a bit of a
there was anything wrong with it again, actually. I mean, all he was doing was, tackling the bloke?
I think the Jeff's position is to snuff things out before the wick is lit.
I see. Okay.
And so obviously, I think he's trying to.
So it's a wickless Jeff's tonight.
Wickless Jeff's, and he's hungry. He's hungry. He wants to make it stand his pressure because he knows he's doing it for Sam and Peace. Back it comes to Tooves. Tooves away to the card table side. They're running up now.
Cut-out pass.
And a bit of he lost the ball. Now that's just a turn
back. Now that should be a penalty.
Now that's the doctor's feet coming in late.
That should be a penalty.
Moore will be lucky to survive that if it keeps going. But Maroons are running now. They've got a bit of a run on here, and that might be Signal and Song out on the far side there. He plays the ball back. Away comes to the card table side. Here's Larson running it up now. Finds a few Blues there, prepared to have a cup of tea with him. And
Blues looking tired already, actually. They're not running up to the attack. They're letting the attack run to them. That's very dangerous.
This Mad Dog Muir hasn't he got a beautiful shirt front style of a tackle? There could be a chance here of something on. No, they're snuffed out. I'd say about 4 tackles gone. There might be 2 tackles here.
And their kicking man is involved in the play. I don't know who's is Eichen going to kick?
No, Eichen's running. Run at the line. He's trying to get something away here, but he's bottled up.
Okay, the Lamb Kitty will kick this time, I would say.
I must say that signage on the ground is most confusing sometimes. It appears to be in the air.
No, it's a full pass.
Terrible pass.
It's a full pass to Wishart, I think. Is that the way it's been called?
Suspect in defence and attack. Away comes now to the Blues side. The Blues have got now a bit of a wall of maroon in front of them. Tooves looking for something on the outside. Has come all the way across. He tries to find a way through. That's Teason Terry Hill pulling the hair. Go for the pubes, Terry. And
a good sliding defence from the Maroons there. Very good sliding defence.
Very good. Here it comes to Pig Iron Bob. Pig Iron Bob struggles his way forward. He's knocked over, pushed into the ground. His hat almost pulled off. I love to see a man playing in a hat. Back it comes to Tooves. Way for runners, looking for somebody up there who can take it forward. And I think that might be Harrigan. Gee, I find it hard to pick up Harrigan tonight.
I thought Harrigan would wear a hat.
I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother until there's peace in learning players' names. I'm just going to say that here and now.
I would have thought the headache. Why isn't the headache kitty wearing a hat?
Indeed, headache. He's a headache all over the ground. He's a headache for bloody Maroons. He's a headache for us to call because he's thinned off. He's just got a headache. It's thinning and thinning and thinning.
Now, what's going on now? Is this for talking? Is this for talking? Has Billy Moore been talking? We saw him talking earlier. Yes, Billy Moore's been penalised for talking.
Has he?
I think so.
What, for
this
just
is a new rule that came in yesterday. Let's see what he says here.
I'm a goose.
He says here, yeah, get out, take that. Take that. And that's where he said it.
Now, and
Lamb's inquiring. Why? I didn't know this rule had been brought in about players talking. Billy Moore's been talking all his life. Suddenly he's not allowed to talk.
Doesn't Jeff slay down the rule magnificently? He's a cruel man, and when he talks, you tend to listen.
He's a Ceausescu, isn't he?
He's very much so. He'd shoot a polar bear if he got a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Just tether it to the goalpost. Bang! Take that, you roping bloody bear.
I love to see blokes spitting.
There's nothing finer than a rugby league player spitting, and I think that's what get kiddies involved.
Let's see this. Isn't this view excellent?
Yes, it is. It's a pity somebody didn't get away. Kenny McGuinness, gee, isn't he suspect in defence?
Yeah. And isn't Wishart slow?
Oh, so slow. I've never seen him do anything, in his life, Wishart.
Now, Paul McGregor is claiming he's got an injured shoulder, actually. We'll know in 10 minutes if he can play on, but that'd be a real blow to New South Wales if McGregor's not out there. Well, I mean, it's State of Origin. He's got a buggered shoulder. Why isn't he out there anyway? Just get him out there. That's what people want.
And here's a bloke who's never played rugby league before in his life attempting to kick a goal.
I don't like the look of this. He's twisted around a little bit far. He's a little bit out of practice with his
got
stepping
10 minutes. Listen to the crowd doing the talking here. Beautiful. It could be King Wally Lewis out there. And then, so we've got the first chance of a reasonable score going on the board.
He might hook this. I've got a feeling he might hook it. No, it's coming around well.
It's beautiful. There it is. The score at Suncorp. 2-0 to the Blues.
You're listening to State of Origin on Triple J. This might look like war, but we are on the path to peace.
Yes, and so a Billy Moore penalty has produced a talking back penalty, has produced a lead to the Blues of 2-0, 2 donut, 2
And I guess
donut.
we'll know at the end with how important that 2 points is and how Billy will feel. Will he shut up in the dressing room at the end of the game if they lose by 2?
Right. What are you making of the match? Do you see passion out there tonight?
I've seen no evidence of passion.
No,
none whatsoever. Only the time when McGregor busted his shoulder.
Right.
That was the only passion I saw, but then that was self-inflicted.
Had the kick-off and back comes to the doctor's feet. The doctor's feet looking for work, or is that Brasher up in the line?
Brasher, I think, in the line. Yeah.
Back it comes to Tooves. Tooves looking out right. Tooves getting the hooves going.
Here's the feet.
Here's the feet. Look at those doctor's feet. Haven't the doctors of Parramatta done a magnificent job getting those rather soft feet hardened up for this season? I know we got to a lot of criticism from the medical staff out at Parramatta last year for their work with the doctor's feet, but I must say hats off this year. A tremendous improvement. Long cut-out pass. The Blues have got somebody outside. A bit of a kick there. Comes off a maroon player. Might be 6 more.
No, I don't think so. What's he going to play here? Kicked into Dallas.
There's the Bartram boy.
Hang on here. There was no knock on there. There was no knock on there. Ainscough knows, and Ainscough knows nothing.
The cough drop.
But even Ainscough knows there was no knock on there.
The cough drop.
Let's have a look at the replay. Thanks. He kicked it into Dallas.
And
went
it bounced off, and they recovered the ball. Now Lamb has a chance to get the Maroons away. It's obviously a tremendous achievement.
If Jeffs is flaky, it's in knock-ons. You know.
Yes, it's
Very
a part of his game he's got to work on.
It.
No, he's got to work on it harder.
Look
at this. Oh, the doctor's feet with Puller.
With Puller on top. Puller going for the head.
Look, one thing I'm going to look forward to later this evening is the penalty Puller out against the Puller.
Yeah.
Penalty and Puller.
Puller and Puller.
Puller and Puller. It'll be a fantastic
Well, we'll see the Puller out there soon, I hope.
It'll be a pull fest.
That's rugby league.
That's peace. And away the ball goes on the far side, away from the card table. We see the doctor's feet. Here's
Tommy's happy, isn't he?
Tommy over the moon. Have another slab, Tommy. I think the game will look a lot better after another slab's been put in. And we're on the halfway line now. And obviously, peace is breaking out all over the world. And the lights are coming back on, I'm glad to say. Up it goes now. It's on the toe there, down to Brasher. Brasher gets on the BMX.
Is Brasher going to let this go? I
think I'd let it go. Yes, and he doesn't even bother to go and get the ball.
Wasn't that line judge? Linesman in a terrific position there to see that ball go over.
Well, that's beautifully
positioned.
Now, Iken, what's his influence on the game? Do you think he's having the game? I believe.
Well, he's meant to be.
He's going to have a blind.
He's got to be the link between the backs and the forwards. Well, we haven't seen the backs do much, nor have we seen the forwards do much either. So you can't really blame Iken.
No. So the play restarts with Spuddy Carroll bringing it forwards to the pinch me where it doesn't hurt man. And who's this coming on now? This is number, it looks like Dean Pay.
Schloss. Is it Schloss or Pay?
No, Pay, I think. Pay. It was a blue jumper, wasn't it? Pay coming
you're
on.
right. Yes, Pay.
Yeah, Pay. Hilda Pay. Away comes now with Tooves, getting the hooves going, and away he comes up. And remember, Tooves is running for peace. Almost out of it. More is less. Just got him in the last possible moment. Here's a bloke who's never played football with the ball before in his life. Spuddy's off, and Hilda Pay's on. Away comes to the card table side. And Kosef with the ball. I haven't seen much of Kosef.
I haven't seen much of the
But that's typical of the Manly style,
Hasn't he blossomed under
Basil Food.
That went forward. Bring it back. Come on, Jeff. That's a knock on. Come on, Jeff. Yes, Tootie was a knock on. There's one-on-one, fella. You lost the ball. You lost the ball and went forward. Don't talk about it. You'll get penalised again.
Let's have a look.
Here it is. The ball comes out. He just gets pulled a little bit there. He drops the ball. It goes forward. That's a knock on.
I think he was... Oh, somebody's in trouble here. This looks like Tierney coming off.
Tierney doesn't look well, does he?
Problem with the shoulder. I didn't see the incident myself.
He doesn't look right in the head
will
either.
the Puller be in?
His shoulder looks the best bit of him.
Tierney's never been right in the head. I know he won't mind me saying that.
No.
He'll be lying in the hospital with Sam Newman.
Wouldn't understand anyway, even if he did say it.
It's Larson. There's a lot there. So is the Puller on? We're hoping to get some sideline information. Is Tony Hearn on?
Is Tony Hearn on yet? Do we know Dean Pay's on for Carroll? We know this. Has Tony Hearn come on yet?
No
mention of the
we're miles ahead
12 players out there.
Okay, so they're playing with 12. A new idea. 12 Maroons. Away goes to Maurice Less. Out on the far side. Here's a bit of a run now. Knocked on. Picked up. I think they're out of play. The bloke. He's never done anything in his life. Here comes Wishart over towards the cover.
Surrender tackle. That should be a penalty, Jeff.
Suspect defence.
He fell there.
Suspect defence. Because he didn't want to face it.
Attack.
Well, that's what I mean. He didn't want to face it, so he had to turn attack to defence.
That's
better. That's pure Mad Dog. Wonderful Mad Dog. The Dog's on the howl here for peace tonight in Sammy Newman's hospital bed. Away it goes now with the Pig Iron Bob. The Blues have lifted their intensity a bit.
Yes, they have.
We're on the halfway.
They're smelling a bit of weakness coming from the Maroons.
I think they're smelling boredom coming from the Maroons more than anything else.
Harrigan on the charge.
Oh, indeed, that's right. And who's 16?
On the worm.
That's Stuart Kelly out there for the kid who came off. Stuart Kelly on for the kid who came off.
Is Kelly out there?
Yeah, Kelly's here's a Brasher with the ball. He's coming back.
Dancing,
beautiful moves. He's got no support though. Come on, Blues, go for it.
Too many ideas.
Here's Johns. They're about 5 from the line. I think there might be 2 tackles to go. No, last tackle now.
Last tackle. Put it up. Who's going to put it up?
Pig Iron Bob. They're going to run. They're going to run. Yes.
Put it up.
Kenny McGuinness with the ball. It's on the toe, but there's no runners. Too many ideas. Far too much. Keep it simple, boys. Just run it over the line. Put it down to the DMZ. That's all you have to do for world peace. Back it comes now with the Maroons. He's the most hated man in football. I just can't bother to talk about him.
But I can't.
I can't bring myself to like him. I can't bring myself to...
Is this the Puller on? No, it's not.
No.
There's McGregor. The shoulder's looking all right. It's the neck that's in trouble.
The wrist seems the hand. The pulling hand.
Passed off the ground.
Yes, here's Bartram. Pinch me anywhere. And he's lost the ball. And now Tierney's on. Hearn's on at last. The Puller's out there. Let's see if we can find the Puller. Where's the Puller now? The Maroons have got to hope. The Puller's on early. I like to see the Puller on early. Away it comes
what's
down.
going on out here?
I've
We've
got
gone
no
into
idea.
slow motion.
Well, there's no Jeff's control at all. What is
There's
going
no
on here?
ideas coming from the Blues. They've got too much ball. They're sick of the ball. They want to do a bit of
Doctor's
defending.
feet. Away it comes. Come on, Kenny, put it up. Do something with it. Who's this with the ball? Kosef with the ball. He plays very wide, doesn't he?
Too wide for a lock.
Away it comes now to Doctor's feet. Doctor's feet. Johns with the ball. Here they go. Now there's a chance to go forward here. And it looks to me as though unloads Mad Dog Muir. Unfortunately, bottle up with the ball.
Quick with his defence there.
Well, it's on one on
spot, Dallas.
Indeed. The cough drop with the ball now. Away it goes on the other side.
Run onto the ball.
Come on, Blues, put in. And 15's out there, so that's hell to play. Now he might see a bit of a spark.
Who's going to put it up now? Just going to put a bloody boot in the air and see
there it is. Oh, no ideas, no ideas, no running. Taken. What I don't understand is why didn't he try and make it back into the field of play there?
Well, if you catch the ball on the full and you've stuffed it, you've defused it, therefore you defused the ball. 20,
Right, okay. So they...
It's a rule I like. Yeah. It's an attractive new feature.
So we're back with the big O now with the ball. Buried in the turf.
Buried by Dimmock.
He's made a couple of metres there, though. You can't argue with that. Away come the Maroons now with the ball. Here's somebody who doesn't take very big steps, does he, this person?
Where's the puller? Because they wouldn't mind a penalty now.
Yeah, I think this is the puller here.
Let's
is
see
this
if
the puller?
Yeah. Let's see if they get one.
Well, no, not in that set, but the puller's hungry. I like to see the puller when he's hungry. Back it goes over the far side, and now that looks to me as though that might be Billy Moore.
Guernsey, you'll get penalised.
Billy Moore there with the ball. Back it comes now.
Who's kicking now?
Oh, I don't know. Who's out there? That wasn't Icon, was it? Who kicked that?
No, I don't think it was Icon.
Oh, good kick, though. No, beautiful kick. And Wishart very slow.
It must have been Icon. Oh, well done, Icon. I didn't know he had those skills. He's applauding himself. I like the kid who backs himself.
And now Spuddy's coming back on, so they're going to have to rearrange this
pack. They've got 14 on the field now, have they?
Well, I think Dean Pay's coming off. Dean Pay might come off.
He did a lot when he went out there, didn't he?
He did. Here he comes now. Gee, he looks as though he's worn out.
Yeah, he's had it.
He looks so fat, Dean Pay. That's the jumper,
though. That's the jumper doing it. Yeah, Sierra of Parallax.
Indeed.
And yet, oddly enough...
Harrigan looks thinner.
Well, Carrigan looks thinner. I didn't recognise him. He looks like Kelvin Jeffs.
He's so thin.
Is Jeffs coming off?
19 minutes have begun. The score, if you just joined us in State of Origin #1, with a tremendous crowd here in Suncorp. I'm shocked by the numbers here. They haven't filled it up, but bloody hell, after the weekend soccer match, they're very enthusiastic, very knowledgeable. The score 2-0 as we see the Blues bringing the ball away. And isn't this tactically interesting that they all run in the same sort of small handkerchief area?
Yes. That was a penalty.
Yeah, come on.
That was a penalty.
Jeffs is not there. He's come off. Somebody else.
Back to Dimmock. What's Dimmock going to do with it?
Nothing. He's got to fall over because that's the only sort of defence he knows.
I don't think Tommy did any passing, running passing. Well, I mean, there was too much of that passing standing still in the dressing room.
Well, there's too many stories about how trodden the poo, I think, to be brutally frank.
Oh, right.
And
Jeffs is asking him to quieten down again. There's Smith there. Was there a knock on there by Carroll? Hello, Smith's being spoken to for talking. There might be a penalty here for talking, I think.
That bloke Smith's just back on, so Smith's is on.
Keep the words down. Keep the words down.
That's the salt and vinegar.
Yeah, get wording.
Word down. Yeah, okay. That's right. No. Now let's have a look at his Spuddy going forward.
It is.
Oh,
and here's where the talk starts. Yabba, yabba, yabba. Okay.
The bloke who's never played before. And what are you making the standard, Roy? I think the standard is exceptional.
The standard is almost as good as, say, the Metropolitan Cup semi-final.
Metropolitan Cup semi-final? That's an enormous rap. Back it comes to Spuddy, I think, now. Isn't Spud hungry tonight? He's taking
Spud looks so fat these days.
I know, he's trying to run it off.
Don't get it.
And away they go now, the Blues on the far side. Is that cough drop there?
Yeah,
no,
that's Pay.
Pay
still
with
out there. I think Harrigan's off, Pay on.
Well, it was a tubby Harrigan who came off. What was he doing out there?
No, it was Jeffs going off, looking like Harrigan. Hello, he's lost the ball. He's all he had to do, Jeffs. Going to put it down.
The ball. This guy here, who's that guy there? Who's that guy there?
That guy there?
Was that slip-slop slosh?
That was Goddard.
Oh, Goddard.
Yeah, Goddard.
Oh, bloody hell, he kicked the ball before.
Yeah, he did. Goddard did.
Goddard did.
And yet Icon got the raps.
Well, I think it was dead wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very high. Yeah. I mean, even I don't mind a bit of high stuff. No. But don't get me wrong, I love it high stuff. I love it high. Especially when you're playing for peace. But this is too high.
Oh, that's far too high.
He made no attention.
Bounced off his forehead.
It's made no attention.
What's Jeffs doing now? No, another penalty. Good on you, Jeff. He's working a bit of a sweat, isn't he?
Jeffs has just ruined this game. I'm sorry, I shouldn't fill it with a microphone like that, but bloody hell, when Jeff gets in this mood, doesn't he get moody out there?
I think Smith was better when he was wearing a hat.
Look,
he used to keep it down when he wore a hat.
The thing is that what Smith has to learn is to bounce the shot off the ball. Yeah. But there he just went high around the nose, bounced it off the nose.
It's good to see Ted Mullery joining the team again.
Indeed. And is that Choppy Close down there?
That's Choppy. That's Choppy on the talk.
Isn't it interesting? He doesn't have to get information.
He's talking to his left ear.
Don't have to get instructions off Fatty. Just talks to himself in the left ear. That's to keep it quiet. Now, here's Johns, the bloke. Oh, look at this. I hate this. Look, I think if rugby league's going to ever capture the world attention, and I believe it will, they've got to rule out this, 90 degrees, Penalties 5-2 New South Wales, and the score at the moment is 2-0. We've played the best part of 22 minutes.
Yeah.
So now here we've got the 10-minute mark. Now we come up to the 22-minute mark, and there it is. It's up, and it's it's flagged away. So they'll play on. Maroons get the ball. Yeah, the big O with the ball knocked over on the Triple J signage there, and the Triple J signage comes up better and better every year. I must congratulate the Triple J ground staff here at Suncorp for going out there early this morning. They started about 4:30 under some lights, some torch lights and some cars, and made a start on the signage. Away the ball comes.
All the skills.
Yeah, I think unloading in the tackle, magnificent there. And away, it's a very slow-paced game. I'd rather see it get a bit more exciting, I think, Roy.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see a break. You know, a break.
I haven't seen a break in State of Origin for years.
Do you think? Here's one.
Do you think Fatty's happy with the standard of the game?
Oh, he must be.
Yeah, Goddard, that is. Sorry, I had to correct you there. But they're so lookalike this. Oh, look at that.
We haven't seen this for a while.
Booted straight into a Maroon player.
Yeah.
And now, what's that, 6 again?
It shouldn't be.
Taking
in the touch. Davis. Brilliant work, Davis. Isn't he good? Isn't he skilled? Beautifully, sort of Newcastle. Alan McMahon moved that, wouldn't it?
That was pure McMahon. Is that in the McMahon textbook?
Yeah, look at this. Icon can't kick.
So kicks it straight into a blue.
Straight into the Blues'
and
face.
Do you reckon that experiment of playing Icon has worked off?
Not so far. Not so far. Jury's still out a little bit.
Right, now that's...
That's O'Davis.
Yeah, but who pulled him off?
Sorry?
Who pulled him out of play there?
Must have been the winger. Must have been Wishart, was it?
Wishart, I suppose it was. I just saw.
Let's say Wishart.
Yeah, Wishart. Okay.
Wrong side, but it was Wishart.
Yeah, the Blues have got the ball now, and they're running it just into Maroon territory. Well, it might have been the cough drop.
Might have been Jamie Ainsley.
Yeah, that's
the old Newcastle.
Newcastle. No wonder he got him out. See, here's McGregor back on.
Yes.
What's he doing out there? Must have had a couple of jabs. Now we've got a problem with. Who was that then?
Looked like Kosef.
Yeah, Kosef in trouble. Oh, beautiful.
Good pass.
That's
he's
hands.
fallen over. Good one, Wishart. Isn't Wishart good?
He's brilliant.
Isn't he good? He looks around here. Look, I've stopped him.
I must have done something right. He's not done. Oh, what a standard. You'd have to say both the ARL must be thrilled to bits with the standard. I mean, both the ARL and Super League must be thrilled to bits with the standard.
Yeah, Super League's starting to look pretty good, isn't it?
It is indeed.
I hate to say it, he's looking a damn sight better than these clowns.
But
these overplayed bloody fat idiots wearing the bloody...
But you've got to remember...
Fat-making bloody
You've got to
gear.
remember, you've got a couple of clowns in operation here. You've got Teehee Borton and Tommy Raudonikis, who just know laughs and stepping in poo.
That's true.
I reckon if there was a bit of cow manure dropped at half-time, you'd see a standard improve.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, maybe next year, or maybe for the next game, why don't they get professional coaches in for these teams to teach them how to bloody well play the game?
It'd ruin the whole spectacle, wouldn't it? Jones goes forward there, knocked over. Well, I mean, I'm not discounting either side can win it. Somebody's in trouble here.
Try it. Hello, what's up with Johnny?
Oh, he's having a cry. No, he's hurt
his knee, hurt his
shin, I'd say.
Hurt his dude, maybe.
Yeah.
The sore dude?
He can't do
it's a sore back door, is it? What is it? Leg, back door, front door?
He's cracked his calf. I'd say he's got a shin fracture on his calf.
Oh, that's not bad. He looks... A twisted ankle. Twisted ankle, maybe.
Right.
Can we see the tackle again to see if the ankle does get involved? Now, let's see. Comes around.
He's pulled down on the ankle.
That left ankle was twisted, I think. If we see here, I think the player falls on it. Here.
Yeah.
And it's
can hurt that.
Oh, that does hurt.
Yeah, that does hurt. But he'll be okay. He'll be back.
Oh, he should be back with a bit of water on it.
Yeah.
I'd spray a bit of cold water on it.
Out of one of those plant watering things.
Yeah, it's an atomizer.
Yeah. No, he's looking okay.
He'll be okay.
He'll be okay.
Is he going to go back to the scrum and hook with that ankle? Or is he coming off?
Mate, he's just going to strap.
Get it straight.
Yeah, hang on. Who have we got here? We've got... who was that mystery man who ran out? I was looking at John Simon.
No, it's not Johnny Simon.
John Simon. It was Johnny Simon.
Was Johnny Simon?
Oh, now here's Jeff's coming in.
It's got to be Johnny Simon.
He's the only one left.
Yeah. Well, Johnny Simon's got some skills. He can catch a ball and throw it.
Yeah, well, he's not a bad replacement for John.
He's a very good replacement. Very good. Johnsy's looking a little bit stiff on that left leg.
Yeah, well, he would be after that sort of treatment. Johnsy's going up to the air. He's got involved straight away. He's got a bomb up.
Yeah, look at this.
This is better.
Oh, Dallas. Beautifully diffused Dallas. Isn't he safe under pressure, Dallas? Isn't he a crowd pleaser, Dallas?
I love him.
Isn't he good to watch? Dallas. God, the standard's good when Dallas is looking good.
What a disappointing move that was, though. I mean, have they ever run it on the 6 towards... Neither side has done it, have they? Obviously attacked it. And now they got the ball back. How'd they get the ball back?
I think McGregor stole it. He stole it. One-on-one, he stole it.
Look at that. There's a wedgie.
Jumping up and down.
He loves the wedgie. Way comes to Simon away towards the card table.
Yeah, the distribution's better with Simons there.
Oh, much better. Because remember,
he can pass the ball.
Johnson's never played. Delise Simons has played a couple of times. Oh, he tries to unload in the tackle. That's Kosef, is it?
Muir, I think.
Muir. Mad Dog Muir. Gee, he hadn't got all the skills.
That's Simon. That's Simon.
Didn't warm up.
Yeah, he can pass the ball. That's right. I keep forgetting with him. It's the catching mid he can't get. You know, he gets a touch of the Johnny Fafita.
He look tubby in that...
he looks the fattest bloke in Australia, doesn't he?
That shirt and those shorts have just added about 20 kilos to him.
Yeah. No, he looks too fat.
Oh, now who have we got coming off here?
You know, image is important too, actually. You know, if you look fat, you feel as if you are fat. And they must look at themselves in the mirror there in the dressing room and think, Christ almighty, who's this fat bloke? Oh, it's me.
That's right, now I've got to go and play footy. Would you call that a high tackle? No, I wouldn't.
I'd call that snuffed out. I'd call that a gentle snuffing. Come off it, Jeffs. Getting the real world, fella. Jeffs is laid down the law.
Do you think they're sledging Icon much? Just while we've got a moment to talk about it.
Like kick the ball Icon.
Yeah,
or pass the ball Icon.
Yeah, like
catch the ball Icon.
Yeah, you know. Is that high?
That was around the throat.
Yeah.
Is the throat allowed these days?
Well,
it used to be.
Rule changes, of course. You know, they come and go. I mean, they're so fierce I can't keep up with them.
They've got to decide whether the throat's in or out. Because sometimes you can hit them in the throat, other times you can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know,
I know when David Mander referees, he's a mad throat specialist.
Yeah. He grabbed him around the throat. Their 14's got him around the throat. Now, is that illegal or not?
No, it's just something that... Who's this bloke with the cricket pads on? He's a mystery to me. Oh, he's giving the ball away.
Oh,
knock
went forward,
on, surely.
went forward.
Surely, knock on there.
Went forward.
No,
hang
knock
on.
on.
He doesn't know whether to go on or not. Hang on, what's going on?
He wasn't tackled. Oh, well, it's a...
It's a joke.
Yeah, Queensland have picked up their work rate a bit. Yeah. Now, what's Jeff's doing here?
He's calling them Blues offside.
Well, he goes now. They're looking for something to do. They want a couple of runners. He's singing on song.
Is he involved? No,
he's more.
Oh, yeah, well past Moore.
And back he goes. Oh, can't call that play the ball. Wait, now this bloke, the mystery man. I've got a dead set sort of thing.
That's Tierney, isn't it? No, Smith.
Smith. Oh, that's right. It's Smith.
Oh, thank God.
Smith's
out there.
Kick. That brilliant play. Why don't they run the ball at the line and try and crack the line?
Yeah, someone's been knocked out. It's nothing.
Hair puller.
Hair puller. I don't think the hair puller's knocked out. Well, he could be. He was knocked out a few years ago. Nothing's changed. Still gets up every morning and puts on his shorts.
We played 27 minutes. Unfortunately, this game
there was a bloke knocked out there a minute ago. I don't know who it was. He was certainly giving a reasonable impression.
A bloke knocked out. Yeah, well, Jeff's wouldn't notice.
Still.
Jeff's wouldn't
Morgue
notice.
style.
Yeah, just rigor mortis setting in. We played 27 minutes of State of Origin #1. We're enjoying it. I hope you are at home. And Sam, if you're listening to us in the hospital bed there...
Get better, fella.
Yeah, just get better. Yeah, we need you. Back it comes now. O. Davis, the big O. Now, let's see if crack the line. Look, they just run up to the line and fall over.
Ran into Menzies.
There's almost no... The Coit has hardly done anything. Oh, gee, here's the grassy knoll running forward.
Oh, yeah,
he just runs the first player and he's getting knocked over. He doesn't beat one person.
Now he always complains when he gets tackled too.
More is less. I hate
Moore's
that.
going off for a talk.
And here's the other Moore, is it? No. Who's
that?
Hearn!
Yeah.
Hearn with the ball. There he is. The puller gets up looking very fit. Very, very fit. I can hear with the ball. He's bundled back.
So many options, hasn't he?
Run back about 20 metres there with the ball. Back he comes up. You're listening to Triple J's coverage of State of Origin #1. Remember, we're playing for peace. All we are saying is give peace a chance.
Man.
And I've got my peace nickel alongside me in Slaven. Lamb gets it up and
kick. Lamb. Where's that going? Out in the full? I hope. No, straight to Moore. Yeah, good on Moore.
Now, hang on. What's he ruled here? Because technically, I think that might have been a knock-on.
I don't think so. Moore threw it backwards. It hit the blue on the chest. He didn't play at the ball, and so it is the Blues' ball.
Right.
That's the first tackle.
Oh, right. Okay. And
it's good to see Wishart in the face mash, isn't it?
Let's have a look in replay here.
See, Moore gets the ball, and here he passes it straight into the chest.
Oh, right, okay.
He didn't play at the ball.
He knocked it back.
Yeah,
okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, that's the first tackle. Okay, we're up to tackle 3.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting anything to happen here. If people are at home are worried that we're not sounding too excited.
No, it's because nothing's happening.
We don't think anything might
happen.
It's
like an arm wrestle, isn't it?
Yeah, an arm wrestle.
An arm wrestle.
That's what it is. But it's a very feeble arm wrestle, you know. Tackles 97 to Queensland 80. That says volumes for how much ball Blues have had. Is that Tommy barracking in the background?
I think so.
Yeah. What, pass it? He's the only one who can be heard. Go on, Queensland. Oh, Tommy's turned. Tommy's going on the other side. Gee, it's fantastic.
Look at the way they're standing around like Brown's cows. Brash off the left foot.
It's fantastic to see so much enthusiasm here for the game. Can you just hear the crowd?
Well, they're getting wound up now. Every time Davis gets the ball or Dallas gets the ball, they're interested. Yeah. I mean, that tells you about the standard of play when Dallas is the excitement machine.
Wouldn't Dale Shearer be an addition here?
Oh, he would have.
Yeah.
He'd have put another 20,000 people here. He would.
Anyway, the big O gets up having a
you're going to see the Coit with the ball now. First time.
Yes, now look, something for the puller here. I think the puller might be hungry for work. Anyway, it's bottled up there just on the 30-metre line. The score 2-0 in probably the most exciting game of Open Rugby League Kelvin Jess has ever had anything to do with it.
This is an easy game for him to do. This is much easier than a club match.
Oh, now, I thought that minute was there.
What a minute's silence for the death of the game. Being held by the players.
That tends to be the only thing. What have they got against trying to bust the line?
What have they got against playing rugby league?
No, what have they got against trying to bust the line? Look, here's a bloke who's got no ideas and no gags left. And I hope this teaches you something, T.H., that it's not a laughing matter, rugby league. No. It's a game to be played structured around ideas.
Oh, that was a good one. Good one, Tuvey. No one to pass it to,
so
he just
played it himself.
And surrendered, yeah.
And away go. Who's this? Fairley. Fairley's on there.
It's good to see Fairley out there. Isn't it Fairley bulk up in that Guernsey?
It does. It makes... Here's Simon with the ball now. Simon... Oh, no, it's not Simon, is it? No, it's Harrigan. I can't get this in my mind. Harrigan looks entirely different. Yeah. Maybe he's done too much...
The headaches have changed his shape.
Maybe he's done too much piecework.
Hello. It's Kosef, is it?
Yes, Kosef.
Skills.
Brilliant.
No one to pass it to.
Pick on Bob.
Means he's standing out in the wing because he's bored.
Trying to sign autographs from the crowd as they go by. And we played the best part of 30 minutes of exciting rugby league. Over it goes to Simon. If we go at half-time...
Hello, Dimmock.
Doctor's feet.
He's stiffened something now.
He's broken.
Pass it out. Come on.
There's a chance here.
Pass it in.
Simon comes. The ball is
pass it out.
There's a ball in there. Last second. Came from nothing. Come from absolutely nothing. Jeffs gives it a try. The score, 6-0 with a conversion to come. Roy, take us through it if you can get a chance.
Well, it started with Dimmock, HG, from memory. It was Dimmock the one who stiffed something out and got the ball away in a tackle. From then on, it was just inside-out work. Let's see it now. Out it comes to Dimmock. I think it was Dimmock here who took on the defence, ran at the line, and got an inside ball away. Now, at that stage, the Blues had the numbers. I'll just put an arrow there. There you can see where the player has the ball, HG. I'll put a circle around him in case there were any idiots at home that couldn't see that. From then on, it was 2-on-1. Then it was 2-on-2. Then it was 3-on-1. Then it was McGregor 1-on-1. He inside-outed him.
Yeah, inside-outed him.
Inside-outed him. And that's a very attractive feature of rugby league, as it was in the old days.
Now, this is the first
Here's
time...
Dimmock who takes on the defence and takes the ball inside.
Either side ran for the line.
That's right. And there's Johnny Simon, not the fastest man in the world. Knew he had to get the ball away. Here's another not-so-fast man. And here's another inside-out, not-so-fast big man. Looking very, very fat in that silly Guernsey that no one's going to buy, especially kids, if they are bulked up a little bit.
And we see Dimmock there take
the line. If you had kiddies who like pizzas, don't get them that Guernsey.
Indeed. And what I was going to say, Roy, was something here that's interesting, is that the defence of the Maroons is suspect when the ball is run at them.
If you take on the defence, well, they were at 6s and 7s very easily. Weren't they at 6s and 7s?
I saw them as 7 and 4s.
7s and 4s,
yes.
Yeah.
I did see them as 7 and 4s, so we got the conversion now.
Now, Wishart, he hasn't kicked for 3 years.
Bloody hell. Who's kidding who? Wishart.
Isn't Wishart looking old?
He is. He looks old and in the road and hopeless.
He looks old and fat.
Oh, he's got that, though. He's got that up and away nicely. So
the skills come back.
Converted by Wishart. And so the score at the 32nd minute mark is 8-0.
You're listening to State of Origin on Triple J as the Australian Rugby League gives peace a chance.
Well, Roy, it was only a matter of time before somebody did something. And, speaking here is I would have liked Queensland to have done something personally. So we
scored 2 points, so there'd be 2 each. So there'd be a bit of interest in the game.
Yeah.
Look, I think, probably Jamie, I don't know if Kerry watches it anymore, but Jamie would be looking at this and thinking, well, is this entertainment anymore? You know what I mean?
What I hope is
it's not a first-class spectacle.
No, what I hope is they don't put the other matches back later into the night, into the replay schedule as opposed to live, because there was something really enjoyable about live pictures.
Oh, it's better live, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be dead if it wasn't live. It's looking as close as it can to dead at the moment being live. You can imagine what it'd be like if it was in replay.
It's easy to understand why Peace is so close, though, isn't it?
Oh,
because obviously... here's a knockdown.
Here's Johnny on the spot. Who's this? It's going to be a try now.
No, it's
Brasher's there to clean up.
Just a knockdown there.
Just a knockdown.
Gee, hasn't Simon's injected some
Hasn't
atmosphere?
he ever? He's dropped the ball and kicked into his own bloke and passed it to no one.
He's the puller, hair puller, Hill, bottled up by Moy. Coit.
What's happened here? Was there a little knock on there, or someone talking in the tackle?
And slip slops on. Slip slops is on.
The sixth tackle. When that ball was kicked, the person didn't play at the ball. So the tackle count wasn't restarted.
Right, OK. So the Maroons have a very good chance here on a technical sort of penalty.
Well, just a handover. It was a handover.
Sorry, it was just a straight handover.
Yeah.
OK.
Doesn't this bloke look like Choppy Close?
Well, I think that's Hearn, the penalty puller. And he's right on the signage there, looking magnificent with the signage. Here's the bloke who I haven't got a clue who.
I think it might be Smith.
Smith there. Gee, I love those cricket pads. I wish they'd take off. That'd bring something.
With the hat. Cricket pads and a hat look good.
That'd bring the crowds back to life. Here we go. Here's a move. Oh, that's pure tee. That's pure tee. Pure Vorton.
Oh, they've worked on that one.
Then you give it to the other side, just to bring a little bit of life back into the game. Oh, it's knocked over there. Good tackle there from, let's see, who's that? Ben Eichen there doing the hard work. Oh, here they go again. He's looking hungry. He's here. And that's the cough drop there. Makes a couple of yards with about 5 minutes to half time. The cough drop. And away it comes now. Who's this here? It might be...
Simon, I think, isn't it?
Simon. No, Dean Pay is...
Dean Pay.
I've got Dean Pay as 15.
Yeah, Dean Pay, you're right.
Back to
just in these Guernseys, they all look the same shape.
They do that, yeah.
Even Tuvey, you know.
You've got to look at
I know he's blonde and he's a lot smaller and slighter than a lot of them, but even he looks fat.
The only way I can tell them apart is the way they tie their bootlaces. That's how much trouble I'm in. Here's the big O running the ball back now. Something could happen here. Something really silly.
No, he's more with the ball.
Oh, yeah.
That was
fell into it. No, he fell into the tackle. Oh, that's Manly.
That's Manly. Yeah, well, they hate each other.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone hates Terry Hill, let's face it. Everyone hates more. That's a perfect recipe for a couple of blokes to hate each other in the middle.
It comes to the grassy knoll. Back it goes now. This might be Hearn now. Look at Hearn. Look at that power. Look at it. Oh, he's going to pull a penalty. Before I'll give you a bet. I'll give you $5.
Oh, I love a bloke falling. Was that more falling over?
Oh, some idiot. Some goose out there. And that's Dean Pay doing the hard work there, tidying up. And that might be Slip Slop out there. Slip Slop Schloss, one of the unsung heroes of the Australian Rugby League. I understand he was offered a 2.3 million.
Come on,
2.3 million to play Super League. Not to play Rugby League. But he decided he'd play for $40 a match. Weight comes down. And that's another talking point is Super League have much better match payments for these big fixtures, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, they pay them quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Well, you can't imagine these blokes being paid tonight for what they're putting on.
No, well, they're doing it for peace, though. That's different. They're doing it for history.
Symbolic thing.
Yeah, symbolic. They've got the flame out there burning. Back it comes now with the Blues now.
Well, knee in the back block looks accidentally on Koshev.
Koshev away goes on the far side away from the doctor's feet. Oh, he knocked it on. He's lost the ball.
Come on, put the scrum down. Come on, Dimmock, up you get. Come on.
No, what's he doing here?
Come on, he's saying that claiming the ball was knocked out of his hands. It wasn't. He just lost the ball. Come on, no talking. Get out of here. Come on. Let's see. Oh, no, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball, and then he tried to eat it.
Oh, is Harrigan coming off?
Yeah.
That didn't look Harrigan, does it? I don't know what they've done to him, but they've certainly, the headaches have. And here's somebody who's turns off already. Oh, no, they can't.
It pays off.
They can't be right, can it? They're ringing the changes, right?
Ringing the changes, yeah. Well, he's a plan.
Here's the grassy knoll going forward. And now 14 there for is Fairley. And away comes now towards the card table side, so we might get a bit of action here.
This is Lamb.
Lamb and Coit.
An excitement machine.
Oh, yes.
I don't think Coit's done anything yet.
No, here he is. Coit does something now. Mark that down. The 37th minute before the Coit involved himself, bothered to show up for work. And now we've got Koshev.
I like it when Terry Hill goes the thumb.
Oh, did he go the sump on the Wayne Bartram? That was the Bartram.
He tried to bash the bloke's hand off his Guernsey.
Right. Well, and now here's a chance for the Maroon. They got the ball a bit wide. That goes on the toe. Brasher tied us up. Knocked on. And ground it.
He did ground that, but he has not gone.
Hey, what's he got here?
It'll be a scrum, I think, 10 metres out, H3 from memory. Should be. I'll look up the rule book here.
Okay, here we go.
There will be a scrum 10 metres out if the ball is knocked on in the in-goal area.
Right, but he grounded. That was
grounded. That was important.
Yeah, true.
Matty Singh almost joined on the spot. He wasn't. No. He was joining on the wrong spot.
Brasher. Isn't it interesting to see the difference between Brasher's idea of the rules and no, you got to restart from the goal line dropout.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah, just check the rule book.
If the ball is then grounded after the knock-on, it will be a kick at the air. You're right.
Right. Here's the Maroons. They're going to give this a red-hot go here. If they score an out, it'll bring the game back to life.
Well, it's a danger period for New South Wales.
They've got to hold them out here.
Yeah.
They've got to hold them out here. I'd love to see Maroons go in 6-8. Then they've got a sniff, and they've got the percentage with them. On the other hand, an intercept try here would be the world of good for Blues. So we've got a choice here in the next few minutes.
That's a good work move.
That's pure Vorton, that move.
Yes.
And away comes now Goddard. Isn't he on find? I think he might be a Gold Coast player. Is he?
Oh,
he's somebody who hasn't got a bloody clue what to do with the ball.
Yes, I'll just run into Muir.
And now we've got Lamb about 10 metres shy of the blue line, and they're going to have a crack here, but a half-hearted crack. That wasn't red hot go.
Well, they're just going to try and kick it over the top
now.
now.
Rooting. Here it goes in.
And yes, well done, Smith. He's creative, isn't he?
That was an idea, wasn't it? And Brasher, hadn't Brasher been good down there? His defence.
Brasher's been very good.
And they're running it off for the line here.
Yeah, they can still score, you know. They can still score. Sure, they're 90 metres away, but they can score this time.
Yeah, they've got time enough.
They've got about a minute and a half, haven't they?
They won't score if Wishart gets it, so thank goodness Wishart is going to get knocked over here. Wishart,
what's he doing there? Get out in the wing, Wishart.
And leave the work to the forwards. Back it comes now. Who's this? Johnny Simon with the ball, the most fittest.
It might be Fairley, I think.
Pay, I think it might be, actually, if we have a look when he gets up.
Let's have a look.
Oh, no, you might be right. Fairly. Beckett goes to the hooves of Tooves.
Yeah, Carroll's been good, hasn't he?
Yeah, Carroll.
Safe as houses. Might as well be a house out there.
Safe as houses. Yeah, done nothing. Oh, they've got to count down now, are they, to half time?
Dimmick's got something on.
Oh, Dimmick. There it is. There's the hooter. Well, what an inspiring half of rugby league that was. And we were playing tonight for Sam Newman in his hospital bed. Let me just wrap up quickly before I get Roy's thoughts. In the 10th minute, there was a penalty. Johns converted that and the score went to 2-0. Then there was a penalty at the 22nd minute, which wasn't converted. These are the highlights, mind you. The 31st minute saw McGregor go over with a good step after inside out after a good attacking move that hit the line with Dimmick doing the hard work. That's the doctor's feet from Parramatta. Wishart converted that, and so we have a scoreline at half-time of 8-0. Roy?
Yes, Andrew Johns has broken a bone in his ankle, actually, and probably out for 6 weeks. That was probably the highlight. Look, it was a game well, there's a lack of passion, a lack of skills, and a lack of interest. Apart from those three qualities, we've got a terrific game on our hands with New South Wales 8 up. They might be able to turn it around in the second half, but I think there's only one sniff of hope for the Maroons, and that is to go to diff. And that we might see them.
Roy, you know, when you look at this match...
Passion.
Yeah. When you look at this match, though, can I just ask a few ideas just before we go to the break? The influence of Kelvin Jeffs. He's breathed life into it with some crazy decisions, hasn't he?
Well, I've been impressed with Jeffs. He's tried to turn it into a spectacle by giving away a hell of a lot of penalties. And I don't blame him. I mean, someone had to do something. Someone's got to take charge in this match. Sadly, it's had to be Jeffs. Yeah. And when you're relying on Jeffs as your excitement machine, that's the amount of trouble the RL's in. You know, obviously, we go to the halftime break with this champ. What do we want? Peace. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Peace. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Peace. When do we want it? Now!
It's State of Origin on Triple J. Your all I need is a little piece of peace network.